welcome to the Bellingham-Whatcom County League of Women Voters interviews of candidates for the Charter Review Commission. The League is a nonpartisan organization. We never support or oppose a party or a candidate. My name is Cindy Madigan, and my guest is Leif Schumann, who is running for the Charter Review Commission from District 3. We are asking all the candidates for this office the same 3 questions. Each candidate has 2 minutes to answer each question, and the answers are timed. All candidate video responses will remain on our website until after the election on November 5th, 2024. Candidate Schumann, thank you very much for agreeing to this interview and for seeking to serve in public office.
Oh, go ahead.
That's all right. I'll start the timer now. Our first
Okay.
question is, what should voters know about you that differentiates you from the other charter review candidates in your district?
Oh, that's an interesting question. I've thought about that myself. I suppose a little background and a little bit about what's important to me in this potential role. By the way, thanks to the League of Women Voters. I'm a fan, and I appreciate the role you played in politics, just historically. So, well, in terms of background, I guess it's helpful to know who I am, and that is a retired elementary school counselor, father of 2 wonderful adult sons, married to a delightful woman, Louise, and we lived in the county for now almost 43 years in just a beautiful little chunk of property, and there's no place I'd rather be. More specifically, vibrant communities matter to me. I've been involved on our Deming Library Board for probably a couple of decades. I'm on the board of the Whatcom Land Trust. Was even involved this last year with the Boynton Poetry Festival. And it matters to me that communities offer services and are strong and are attentive to each other and are diverse and are inclusive. And so my efforts are directed that way. In terms specifically of the Charter Review Commission, to me, there are a couple of opportunities for us here. One is to push the whole notion of ranked choice voting. And the other one is to preserve the 7 district status that currently exists with 2 at large. Time's up.
All right, thank you. So your second question is, polls show Americans are frustrated with polarization in political dialogue. Tell us about an experience in which you worked effectively with someone with a different approach, different values, or goals that are different from your own.
Oh, wow, that's another important one. Um, I guess, truthfully, my closest, what comes to mind is we have a neighbor next door who's of a different political persuasion. And it has been a value to me to talk to him and try and pay attention to what's important to him in terms of his life and how the pieces come together. I am personally ready to meet in the middle. And even though I view myself truthfully as a progressive, it's hard to believe that as a parent or as an educator or as someone that cares about the community, that we can't find common ground. Our family experienced a while back a pretty serious accident that required first responders to participate. And it was made apparent to me at that time how important it is that we understand the services that make up a community and that we all support them. And I can't believe that someone of another political persuasion can't find common ground on the need for common services, first responders, strong schools, libraries that with good circulation materials, and so I think the possibility exists actually to find those places that we meet in the middle and leave alone some of the more divisive ones. And I already on the charter review, I think there's room, for example, for ranked choice voting, at least as I've encountered other candidates for the position.
All right, great. So your third and final question is, if elected, what issues would you focus on during the charter review process?
Yeah, and actually that's almost the easiest one. One is ranked choice voting. I think the benefits of it are just so apparent that it's hard to escape notice. There are explanations online for folks that don't understand ranked choice voting, but essentially what it does is it allows for you to vote for whomever you want without fear that that vote will be lost because they're a marginal candidate. Because then your vote just gets dropped down to the next available candidate should yours receive insufficient votes. But the beauty of this is that it also allows us to eliminate possibly the most unproductive part of our whole system, which is the primary, which set really low turnout. I think currently it stands at maybe 25% for this primary period, although I could be a little wrong. And with ranked choice voting, you can bypass the primary and go to the November election when really people are most engaged. The other benefit of ranked choice voting is that it encourages candidates to do actually what your second question was involved with, which is cast a wide net to try and build alliances, to think more broadly than just the narrow focus of kind of what matters to them. And I can't help thinking that both of those, abandoning the primary and trying to be more inclusive in your positions, are work to the disadvantage of anyone. The other thing that matters to me is maintaining the 7-district arrangement with 2 at large and not carving out Bellingham for fear that in some false urban rural controversy, there's some talk that you can't trust Bellingham. I don't think that's fair. Boy, I'm just making it under the net, but
That's great. Yeah, so once again, thank you for giving the public this insight into your views and values. Viewers, please remember to vote by November 5th. Ballots sent by mail must be postmarked by that date. Ballots dropped in drop boxes must be submitted by 8 p.m. that day. For more information, please see votewa.gov. Thank you.